first. Hello, good morning to you all children. How do you do? Hope that all of you are keeping well. Yes. Today we will come to our grammar, that is lesson number 11, prepositions. So we have to learn today about prepositions. So what is a preposition? It is a word that shows the relationship of one word to another word in a sentence. In a sentence, prepositions give you the relationship between one word to another word. So usually prepositions comes at the back of the word which it refers. Always it comes at the back of the word which it refers. Now, this preposition speaks to us about location, direction, time, relation between a noun or pronoun and another word. A noun and or a pronoun has what relationship has with another word. So this is what a preposition shows. Four things. What are they? Location, direction, time, relation between a noun or pronoun with another word. Now, there are pronouns, so many pronouns are there. I am sorry, very sorry. So many prepositions are there. So in these prepositions, some of the prepositions meanings you know very well. I am not touching on that, but other ones I am going to teach you. So you won't find this explanation in your notebook, I mean in your textbook. So be attentive, and those who want to copy it down, copy it down. Look at here. At is a preposition which we use very often. At used for smaller or less important place. When we speak about smaller places or less important places, we use the word at. For example, I stay at Adaval. Adaval is a small place. I stay at Adaval. Then at is also used for point of time, to show the point of time. Example, at 10 o'clock, at 5 o'clock. Okay? So at shows, at speaks about smaller places. Okay? Smaller places or less important places. Plus it shows points to the time. Next one is in. So sometimes you are in doubt when to use at and when to use in. We have seen at is used for less smaller places or less important places. Now in is used for countries and larger towns. We don't say that I live in India. I live at India. We don't say India is a larger country. So we say I live in India at Adaval. I live in India at Adaval, or I live in Chhattisgarh at Adaval. Okay? Then in is also, it shows period of time. Period of time. Period of time. This is point of time. Remember, at is used for point of time. Exactly the time they will show you. Here on the other hand, in is used for period of time. In the year 2020, in this month, so that period. Okay. Then again, in is used inside of anything. That means it is not moving at rest. He sat in his room. In his room. He is resting or sitting. He is not moving there from there. So again, at the end of a time in future, at also shows the end of a time in the future. Example, he will return in a month. That is means by the end of the month. Then into, difference between in and into. Motion towards the inside of anything. You move towards the inside of anything, then we use the word into. Example, you see, he jumped into the well. So he is moving and inside of the well. Okay. So motion towards the inside of anything. Movement, moving towards the inside of anything. Then we have by. By expresses the agent or doer of the action. By shows who has done the action, the doer of the action. This story is written by him. Who is the doer? He. So story is written, writing is the doing, is done by him. Next, with. With, to show the instrument with which an action is done. The instrument we use for doing the action. He wrote with a pen. With a pen. Which is the instrument? Pen. So, then we have from. From, showing direction. It shows direction, place and time. Which direction you are going, to which place you are going, and the time. I am coming from Jagdalpur. Okay. He is working from 4 o'clock time. He is working from 4 o'clock. On. When do you speak? Speaking of things at rest. A book is on the table. It is resting. No movement from there. On. About it. So, speaking of things at rest, Mohan sat on a bench. No movement. Then upon. It, speaking of things in motion. So, on means things are not in motion. They have no movement. But upon means it is in motion. The lion sprang upon the cow. Upon the cow. Sprang upon the cow. It is in motion. We don't say sprang on the cow, we say he sprang upon the cow. Then we have within, before the end of time. Within means before the end of time. He will return within a month. Before the end of the time he will return. He will return within a month. Or double of off. Off meaning is down or away. Go off from here. Go away from here. Next we have out. Out means outside, not at home. Outside, not at home. These are all simple things which you know. Just I give you the meaning, that's all. Till. Till denotes time. It shows time. They work till 5 o'clock. Next one. Up. Up means at a higher place. At a higher place. Above means overhead. Above means overhead. About means on the subject of. I am speaking about English, or I am speaking about grammar. Then you have across. Across means from one side to another side. From one side to another side. Or you can say there is a bridge across the river. That means from one side of the river to the other side of the river. Next we have through. Through means entering at one side and coming out at the other. So the thief escaped through the door. Came through the door and went out another door. Next one is beneath. Beneath means below. Around. Around means on every side. On every side. Along. Along means beside and the same direction. Beside means by the side of. Beside means by the side of. And at the same direction. He came along with me. He came along with me means he is by the side of me and going with me in the same direction where I am going. Next one is between. Used for two persons or things. See, for example, you see Mary is sitting between Leela and Jhansi. Between two people. So when you are, the thing or the person is in the middle of two people, you say between. On the other hand, among. Among is used for more than two. So John is among the boys. John is sitting among the boys in the class. So in the along with the boys he is there, but he is among, not between. Between means between two. Among means more than two. So these are the common prepositions which you have in your book, and there is a worksheet in page number 43 of your grammar book. There is a worksheet given. You please try to fill up the worksheet. Then turn to the next one, lesson number 11.1. Lesson number 11.1. Prepositional verbs or phrasal verbs. Prepositional verbs or phrasal verbs. Many of the verbs when followed by certain prepositions get an idiomatic sense. And idiomatic, a different meaning it has. Many of the prepositions, many of the verbs when followed by certain prepositions, they acquire different meaning than the original words. So it will have a different meaning. Then we have, here are some prepositional verbs and their meanings. Prepositional verbs, verbs with the prepositions. Abide by means be faithful. Abstain from means keep away from or avoid. Act upon, have an effect upon, or do something in accordance with. Attend to give care and thought to. Children, if you read this thing, you will understand it. So you read it and learn the meanings of it, because it is very important for English. Then you have a worksheet there in page number 45. Both the worksheets you have to do. Okay.